This is the content people want to
This is
see.
the real shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Raw, unfiltered.
Unfiltered, uncensored.
There.
All right. There we go. There we go.
But
Ha. I literally just got home, got fucking soaked.
oh, it's
So
raining
you
over
just got
there.
out
That's
of the
right.
shower, dude.
Yeah,
Your yearly.
never mind. There's a huge fucking thunderstorm.
Damn.
What happened to Juan? Where'd he go?
I know. Like I don't know.
Hey, can you see my screen when I'm sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw your porn
There's Rigo. Where's Juan at?
right here.
I don't see him.
Videos
I don't
off.
see video.
Yeah,
Fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do it without him.
There we go. Oh,
that restaurant looks
Shit.
pretty good though, man.
bro,
Hey,
we need to
Rigo.
go.
Talking about
Unmute
Twin
your-
Peaks.
Yeah,
Unmute
bro.
your stuff.
Twin Peaks, bro. Have you been there?
There we go.
There we go.
Can you guys
Yeah.
hear me now?
Yep.
All
So
right.
should we start off with like a welcome back or something like that? I don't know if we want to have like a.
No, fuck that.
You just want to like
Hey,
roll right into.
hey, I know how to start.
How
I
do
do.
you start?
Why are you breathing so heavy, dude?
We gotta wish happy birthday to George right now.
Yeah, happy
Yeah,
birthday,
we
George.
do. Yeah, we supposed to be wearing hats or like the cones, right?
Oh
The-
shit!
the
I
way-
don't have one, dude. I totally forgot.
The way Rigo started off that conversation and the way his hands were moving, I thought he was about to like start masturbating or something.
Dude, he had like a weird look in his eyes.
I
man.
thought-
don't
I
know
thought he was
what's
gonna
going
fart,
on,
to be
man.
You know how to start.
Yeah, I really thought that.
Content's only available if you subscribe.
It's the only way to start.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rigo's gonna start promoting his OnlyFans.
Yo, I'm gonna do like a mariachi theme shit. Oh,
There
no.
you go.
Okay, that's how I'm gonna do the whole thing.
I still don't see Juan. Is he on here?
He is
man,
there.
that's him.
Yeah.
There he is.
He's just so dark.
So
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah, imagine if I was Rigo's color.
Right?
Yeah, no, I covered. Yeah, cause I'm outside right now. Cause actually, I'm in Crossville. No, cause I have to stay here with the fam instead of going back to Cookville.
What
Shoot.
the fuck? Yeah,
Nice.
Oh, you're recording yourself?
Thanks, man.
That's
Oh, fucking.
Got to get some coffee, dude.
How did you do that? That's so cool, man.
Damn, dude.
Shit.
What happened?
That's hilarious.
fucking
Threw me
awesome.
off. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude.
Dude, Ed's been working on that for the past 5 hours.
Yeah.
I had to get that perfect, dude.
Yeah, right.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man, that's
No,
great.
No.
All right. So let's. I just
Gonna start
I
with
just
the.
looked over. I looked over the Google Doc, and
Yeah.
so I think a running theme that kind of all of us hit on was this concept of PC culture.
Yeah.
I
So
like Rigo's suggestions.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, me
Rico
too.
had fucking legit
Yeah.
ass suggestions, bro.
And I don't know
We
who
should start
added the
with that.
last one on mine. What was it? Like, what was it?
You're welcome, guys.
Someone added a fourth one.
Oh, I thought you added that. The website hidden charges.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Oh, yeah. Remember we were supposed to talk about that shit too.
Oh, yeah.
don't
I
know.
was like, yeah, I didn't come up with that.
But
All right.
so on the stuff of PC stuff, I think a good starting point is, and this is strictly the way my brain functions, is what do you guys define as PC culture or woke culture or whatever? Like, what's your definition of that?
My definition, bro. I think more of a like what I'm seeing, man, like in fucking social media. Or,
Okay, so what is what you're seeing? So like, what's
Oh yeah, just people getting canceled for saying even the most, like shit that we would say when we were kids. We would have
Yeah.
if we would have put that shit on a tweet or something, man. Like you get fired for that shit. You know what I'm saying? If
Okay.
we would say like, oh, you're homo or stuff like that, some shit that we would say,
Or even something
even
as
when we were
simple as just like
kids.
saying, "Oh, that's gay," like that's
Or that's gay,
yeah, like
or you're a homo, or
even though you're not intending
Hey,
it to be
yeah.
Before we go
derogatory.
on, just a disclaimer: we don't hate anyone. So if we do say those things, don't because I
Speak-
did say it in the
Speak-
beginning.
You
It's
say
still
that
the
one, we
same,
don't,
man.
dude.
Speak
Not
for
like that.
yourself,
We're not like you,
motherfucker.
man.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker. I hate everybody.
I
Everybody
only
can
hate
go suck a-
Hondureños, bro. Hondureños, nah, I don't know
Yeah,
about
bro.
that.
Yeah, straight up.
Man,
Yeah,
they're always
Raymond-
late.
This dude's always changing these colors.
They are late, right, Raymond?
Set the
Right?
mood, Jorge.
They're always fucking late.
I'm gonna get Honduran Twitter after you guys. Fuck you.
Yeah, there
I
you
just-
go.
It's
The
more
the
exposure, dude. That's fine.
the cavalry of catrachos, bro.
Hey, there's a lot more coming, right? From they're making their way up to Mexico. The
No,
caravan.
I don't know. I don't keep up with those fuckers.
Dude, that shit's real, man.
Damn,
It's
those are
crazy.
your people, man.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Damn, Raymond. They're gonna come at you, dude.
Yeah.
They're gonna say catracho arrepentido.
Shit. Oh,
But
that's funny.
that's what I mean, man. I don't know what you guys think about that.
All right. Does anybody have anything different? Because mine's is a little bit more nuanced than
All right,
than
go
that.
for it.
So like when I think of cancel culture, I don't mind so much the like if somebody gets fired over some racist shit, right? So like because there's obviously to me there's obvious lines of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, right? And I think it's everything to me, it's everything about the tone, right? So if a comedian's making a fucking joke, then I think that's not a problem, right? But like when you see shit like, I don't know, a good example, did you guys see that video from like a few months ago of the fucking crazy white lady in New York Park?
The black dude?
Or
yeah,
whatever,
with the
dog?
black guy. Yeah.
With like
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that bitch getting fired, right? So like,
Well, she's being racist, bro.
She got those
Yeah, but-
charges dropped, by the way. I don't know if y'all saw that a couple days ago. But sorry, go ahead.
and on that, I don't have a problem with that either, with her getting those charges dropped. But when people say cancel culture, PC culture, they also include that type of shit. So some of these like much more crazy right-wing conservatives would include that example as an example of cancel culture gone wrong, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
So like I totally understand your point, like, oh shit, you know, we all grew up calling each other gay and fags and whatever. And nowadays, obviously, the societal changes have been, they're different, right? So the standard in society is a little bit different that, you know, you can potentially get fired or canceled over something like that. My real question, my question is always with that kind of stuff is, how much of a problem do you think it is?
A problem like concerning what? Like just like in everyday
I don't
life
know, man.
or
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, just what, like, so
Like I'm just scared that where it's gonna go to, like
Okay,
how
so yeah.
far it's gonna get before we won't be able to say shit. We can't have these podcasts right here where we can speak our mind. Like,
well, so
it's
so-
gonna get
so
to a
let's-
point where even saying oh, you're fat, or oh, you shit like that is gonna.
but let's explore that a little bit, right? So I think the people who are probably at most danger of something happening to them is probably the everyday person, because celebrities don't get fucking canceled, right? So a celebrity goes out there and says some outrageous shit, they get canceled where they lose Twitter followers and whatnot, but they're not losing any fucking money. A lot of the times the data shows that they bounce back even stronger. I mean, a good example is Kevin fucking Hart. Like, he got canceled when he wasn't allowed to host the Emmys or Oscars or whatever. That motherfucker's still making bank. I mean, he's probably more popular now than he was at that time.
I don't know, man,
was
but like even him, like I think like he may want to do like a type of movie that he can't do right now because it's not a good time. But I want to see that shit. I want to see those guys, say Robbie Downey Jr. playing the blackface shit. That
I
was
was about to bring
hilarious,
that one
bro.
up, dude. Yeah.
That movie was
Tropic Thunder.
freaking, yeah, man. That
Tropic
movie's
Thunder, dude,
hilarious,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
But you
anybody be
see,
able to do that right now.
but
That's what I'm
that's the
saying.
thing. Like that movie hasn't lost any sort of appeal, right? So I
Yeah, but
think
you
the
won't be
general
able to do it right
consensus.
now, right? With everything
I
going
mean,
on and how things may get. That's what I'm saying, man. Like
well,
that's
so
what
so
pissed me
all
off.
right, so
I'm
so
sorry.
what's your solution? What's the solution to that?
I don't know. I
See,
mean,
'cause from my perspective, I don't think it's a fucking issue at all. In the sense that every generation has this shit. I mean, it goes from one extreme to the other extreme, and then eventually it reaches to a happy medium, right? So it went from you could say whatever the fuck you want to say, regardless of whether you were being an actual homophobic person or an actual racist person or whatever, to now that everybody's like walking on eggshells. And then now you can kind of see it where there's pushback. There's a lot of pushback on whether somebody needs to be canceled or not, right? So there's a lot of the fact that we're talking about this right now, saying, hey man, that's bullshit, that you
yeah,
shouldn't be allowed to say that, to me suggests that the snapback is already happening. That maybe 5 years from now, we'll have that happy medium where, you know, you can distinguish between someone who's actually being racist or homophobic or whatever, and someone who's just kind of fucking around,
Yeah.
yeah,
right? Um, Me personally, I think another issue we're having a lot is that a lot of people look at what happens on Twitter or happens on social media and correlates that with real world.
but that's all we
Um,
got, man. Like that's all they allow on Twitter. Like the major, social media platforms, they're all lefty, man. Right? I mean, they canceled that one app on Amazon or whatever,
Parlor.
Parlor. Yeah, like
Well,
that
you see,
was.
but you see, that's
But that's
I
all
have
we
a
got
problem.
though. Like that's all we
I
listen
have
to.
I have a problem when these companies get called lefty, because they're not lefty. They're fucking corporations, right? So really their bottom line is fucking money. If the vast majority of their audience is conservative, they wouldn't give a fuck of left-wing politics or not. They're not really lefty. They're just, what's the word? They're virtual signaling. That's all it is.
They're
I
PC,
mean,
bro.
you think no, they're not. The only reason they're PC is because they think it's gonna make them money. That's the only fucking
Yeah,
reason they're that. That doesn't mean
yeah.
they're actual. The PC culture isn't a left wing policy. Um, a lot of these like stupid politicians will play into that just because they think it gets some votes. But that's the thing I'm saying is that, before Twitter and all of that shit was around, who gave a fuck, right? Like,
Yeah.
or Facebook, like that hasn't changed. Like we can still go talk and do whatever we want. Like I don't give a fuck about. I'm like barely on Twitter. Like I go on Twitter and I like what I'm looking at is fantasy Premier League fucking updates and like latest rumors on Marvel shit or whatever.
What
But
really
like,
matters, man.
The
well,
stuff that really matters.
100%, 100%. Like, you see some fucking crazy ass shit on Twitter about people getting offended about all sorts of shit. I mean,
Yeah. No, you're right, man. I guess I'm just following. I have to mess with my diet, my social media diet, man. I have
yeah,
to
and
get
that's
like.
and that's the other thing. Like those fucking companies, like they will cater. Like what the easiest one to see is fucking YouTube. Like if you watch one fucking video of puppies, you get suggested like 800 videos of fucking puppies because that's what they're trying to push towards you. But fuck
Yeah.
social media, man. Like that's just bullshit.
I don't know,
But
man.
I honestly don't think it's a major fucking problem. I think the people that I meet in real life and deal with like on a daily basis, they're nothing like the morons you see on Twitter. Like Twitter is like what? How much of the U.S. population is actually on Twitter?
Let's look, man. I don't know. I'm sure it's not a lot, like you're saying.
Maybe a good 20 to 35%.
I would say
think
more
that's
than
high.
that.
I think that's
More?
high. No, I think
I would
that's
say
way
there's
high.
more.
I think
Why are you
50%.
gonna ask that
Less.
question, Raymond, if you don't even know, man?
How much
Or
is it?
guess it. I want to say
Bro,
it's
I'm
13,
Dude, I wanted to know.
13%,
Look it up.
dude.
Google it. Google it.
Dude,
Google
I'm
it,
gonna
man.
say at least like 50% of the population's on
Really?
Twitter.
That's a
No,
lot.
I would say
bro.
so.
That's
No.
Facebook, man.
I
Facebook
would
is
say
like
so.
55, bro.
No,
No.
not
Facebook.
even. Not even.
No.
Not even. That's a high fucking number.
Facebook has
Anybody
those
pull it?
numbers.
Anybody
What's up?
Googling it up?
Yeah,
I think
I'm
Jorge
trying.
is.
What is it, George?
7% of Americans are using Twitter.
Oh my
7%.
gosh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
just a
And I
small
thought it
number.
was- yeah.
No, you
Still
want to see Facebook though. Facebook is much higher, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's
It's-
like 55, bro. 55 to 60.
Twitter's loud minority, man. Facebook's not gonna be much higher. I'd say Facebook
No,
is maybe
Facebook has to be higher.
maybe
man.
Well, yeah.
15 to 20.
Nah, bro. It's a lot more
100%.
than
100%.
100%.
everyone and their
I've got
mamas has
another.
Facebook.
I've got another survey that says it's about
69.1%.
22% use Twitter.
It's quite a bit.
32? That's
22.
a lot, dude. Yeah, this one says 69.1
That's
of the
what I'm
US
saying.
population.
See
Projected number.
what I tell you, bro? I said 55 to 60.
Oh,
and
no, my
69.
bad. This is not it. That's my fault. This is
Oh.
my fault. All right, maybe it's 30.
Yeah, dude.
You said 30? No way.
There's it's because it's fucking it's when all you see is this shit, like it fucks with you. You know, it fucks with you into thinking like, oh man, like everybody thinks this shit. Like my Facebook feed is full of like QAnon supporters, crazy fucking Cubans, and like, bro, if I like go off of what I see on Facebook, like March 4th, President Trump's fucking taking over the government again, and there's gonna be a military coup. Like, social media is fucking wild.
What kind of friends
But
you
I
have
think-
on there, man?
But like my conspiracy brain, I think all of it's just a fucking distraction. Like, you know, stuff that we really need to be worrying about. Like, I forget which one of you fuckers wrote it on there. Like the affordability of fucking healthcare. Yeah.
Potato.
Nah, that was me.
Fucking.
Oh, it was you. Oh, okay.
Why Daft Punk broke up? That's
Yeah, real shit, man.
It's very important right now.
no.
Like
Or the kind of with what you're saying, also like all the misinformation is like all the stuff that was going on around about the COVID vaccine, like all the like the crazy shit that's gonna happen to you if you get vaccinated and all this other crap. Like, yeah.
Dude, I got like about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I got like a phone call from my mom who's still in Honduras, and she's like fucking pleading to me not to take the vaccination because I'm gonna like ser un inválido for the rest of my life.
Válido.
And I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about?
Too
No,
late,
que-
Mom.
Es que like she's like, no, es que, you know, on Facebook vi una enfermera que se le like paralizó like half of her face, and she's telling everybody to not take it. And I'm like, all right, what hospital does she work at? What's her name? Like, how do I verify this information? No, it's on Facebook. Like, you know, cool. That's 100%.
Very reliable source right there, Facebook. But honestly, I think these like social network sources are stirring up the pot in some way. You know, they're trying to. They're definitely trying to get people to riled up, and that's why people visit the platforms. You know, on a daily basis.
That's what makes them money. That's exactly what makes them money. I mean,
that brings the people over. You know, like people are interested in that. You know, they're chismosos, dude. They like that gossip shit, dude.
Sounds like one.
They are chismosos, bro.
Yeah. You see,
Okay.
For every like Milo Yiannopoulos that they ban off fucking Twitter, they get like 9,000 fucking people complaining and bitching about it using the platform. Like,
Just brings more people in. Good or bad, yeah.
But dude, like we've never had anything like this ever, man. Like
No,
this is
I
brand new shit.
no
You know?
100%. We're like at the forefront of fucking humanity. Like
We're evolving, bro.
never
We're
before in human history have you been able to have so many morons talk about their moronic thoughts at once into such a wide and huge audience.
well, we gotta
And it'd be
adapt, dude.
hard.
We gotta
That's
we
what's
gotta
called
use it to our
evolution,
advantage,
man.
man. Yeah. Yeah,
You
we
think
can't
you think 20 years ago we would have been doing this, letting a bunch of
exactly.
fucking internet people listen to the stupid conversations we have? Fuck no. Nobody
That
wants
would
to
be
hear us
in
talk.
that would be in like pubs and shit talking about this. Talking
Nah, it would
about
be on the radio, dude.
on the radio? Yeah, the
Yeah.
radio, right?
Yeah, you would have to have money. You need to know people to get an audience like this.
So that's the good thing about this shit. Like you can get this information now where
Well,
now
and that's
earlier you couldn't.
why I find it so funny when people are like, "Oh, censorship with my rights, my freedom of speech." Like, motherfucker, if you're like in 1950s, you would have been on a fucking farm talking to your gallina, and that's the only motherfucker that'd be listening to you.
That's true, man. Yeah, man, you got so much information and so fast, dude. You hop on Google and fucking find anything you want now.
Yeah, and we're leave it up to the human race that we have so much accessibility to like all of the knowledge in the world, and it's also the time where we have the most people believing the Earth is flat.
That is true, man.
Hey, it is flat.
It's flat.
You seem like that kind of guy, Juan.
Yeah. Yeah, your goal was fuck, man, for believing that.
That is true, man. We got some crazy shit going on. I don't know,
Yeah,
man. I'm just grateful for this information that we can get now. That's all. You know, it comes with some bad things like, like people trying to cancel people and shit like that. But hey,
overall, I think it's a net positive. So like, cancel culture has always been a fucking thing, right? So like, if you're stupid enough to go voice your controversial opinion online, you can't get mad then if your boss fires you. If he's like, shit, I'm gonna lose money if I keep employing this moron. I mean, there's speech has always had consequences, right? So like, I can't go to my boss and tell him, hey, fuck you, I thought you're an asshole, and then get like, he canceled me, man, he fired my ass. Like, that's an unrealistic expectation.
I hear you, man.
I do have issues with like the doxing that a lot of these assholes do. Like, if they find out like they buscan hasta el color de your fucking calzoncillo and post it online.
Yeah.
Like I think that shit's fucking wild.
There's some pretty funny videos of kids playing like Call of Duty, and some dude on the other end just talking shit to them, and they find out where they live and like their parents' names, and the kids are freaking out.
Holy cow.
You've never seen
Dude.
this? It's
No,
so
man.
funny, dude. It's
That
so funny.
that shit would freak me out now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking shit on FIFA, and the motherfucker on the other line goes like, "Oye, Ramon, you live at so and so and so and so,
Yeah.
and you bought chocolate milk last week." I'm be like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. Yeah,
There's actually a guy that's apparently from Africa that does that to people who talk
the
shit.
voice,
Bro, that's
the
the
voice that he
funniest
makes.
shit.
It's so
Yeah,
hilarious, dude.
You talk about my mama.
Yeah.
Say you're sorry. Something like that. It's just hilarious. I'll freak the fuck out.
And also,
No
I
questions
think
asked.
the other thing we always have to keep in mind with this PC culture shit, that it's just a bunch of fucking like whiny ass white people who are feeling guilty over the shit they've given us for all of their fucking lifetime. Like, that's the majority of that shit.
You think so?
100%. 100%.
I hear you, bro.
We still have like Latinos, we still call each other culero. You don't see none of us
That's
trying to
true.
cancel each other.
That is true, man. Like the
Like,
like the nicknames that we give each other, man.
exactly. Like whenever FIFA made the culero chant, like homophobic. I'm like, you guys are fucking stupid.
Oh, really? They did that?
Yeah,
Yeah, they did. That's
that's why Mexico always keeps getting in trouble because y'all are like,
They
we
get
don't
those
give a fuck.
fines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we don't give a fuck,
the
bro.
chance. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, we don't give a fuck, man. We don't give a fuck. A couple of beers, man, and we're good. We're good to go.
Or the puto chant whenever you guys.
Puto. Yeah,
Yep.
man. And we still do it, man. We still get fined. We don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Because nobody gives a fuck. Like the vast majority of everybody, you know, it's all of these fucking people on Twitter. Like, you know, I'm like 1/4 Latino, and I'm gonna speak on the behalf of all the Latino community, and hereby be declared Latinx. Like, fuck you.
Latin who?
Bro. Yeah, what? What was that?
Yeah, when I first heard that, I was like, this shit's
Dude.
gotta be fake news.
I don't know anything about that. What is that about?
I had to
Yeah,
Google it,
that's-
man.
So apparently,
bro.
like, it's just this movement where you can't say Latino or Latina. You have to be, because there's people that don't identify as an O or A, you know, as in like male or female. So you can't, yeah.
The way I heard it was that, and here's the thing, there's different variations on why we use fucking Latinx. The way I heard it is that they needed gender neutral language because it was too much of a patriarchal subjugation of the female whatever if you use Latino. Because you know how like
that's what I just
you know
said.
how
It's
in
like
Spanish-
tomato.
you know how in Spanish the grammar is like if there's
Yeah,
like
Latina,
It's a Romance
Latino,
language is what it
yeah.
is. Yeah.
but
Yeah,
and it but the thing in this the grammar of Spanish, right? Like if you have a group of 100 women, but there's one man in there, the whole group gets called Latinos, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
whoever the fuck, I'm sure some like pasty ass, you know, white liberal 23-year-old from wherever the
He
fuck.
was probably working at Univision or Telemundo or something like that. And
How can I fuck up their culture? Yeah, Latinx.
that's what he was. That's what he was
No,
doing.
Honestly.
no, and honestly, probably what it was is probably like some third, fourth generation Hispanic person who like abuelo was Hispanic. They don't speak Spanish, and they're like, "Why am I a Latina?" And them that sounds, you know, that's not gender neutral. Isa, go over there.
And
Who
it's not
probably went
even-
to
And like even like just aside from that, like it doesn't even work like in the language. Like
Yeah,
No,
of course. I
it's
mean,
just not.
It doesn't.
Like it doesn't work in the language at all. If you say it in Espanol, Latinx, like
Latinx.
Latinx.
Yeah,
and I've heard him say on
like, it doesn't
Univision,
even
bro.
work in the fucking
It
language
sounds
at all.
horrible. No, I would
Yeah, and
never use
so-
that.
So I've
That's
had, like,
insane.
a-
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, and
That
so
is-
like a
So
lot of
yeah,
people-
there's a lot of people who don't. About
yeah, like a lot of people
75% of the
aren't
people
aware
don't
of it,
know
and
that.
like an even
Yeah.
smaller percent use it. And so like a few people that I brought it up to, like they're like, oh well, you're just stuck in that masculine way, like you're sexist in that
What-
language.
what-
It's like no, that's just how the language is. Like it's not being sexist. That's just how my language is. Like
So Tater, who brought it up to you? Out of curiosity, like were they Hispanic?
So there's been a couple like my white friends, like we've kind of mentioned it, and so they're like, oh no, well you know you just can't let you know something along the lines like you just can't let go of that masculinity. Like it's like no, dude, that's just how the language is. It's not because I yeah.
And see, and that's the problem because the English language isn't like that at
Yeah.
all.
No,
The
it's
English
not.
language
Yeah.
is not gendered.
Like, and that's like the biggest thing that I've heard out of all of that is like, oh, you know, you can't let go of that because, you know, it's something about not being inclusive or some shit like that as far as like gender-based stuff.
And see, and so
But
like
they don't understand it though.
Exactly. Like the whole world is going to use Latino or Latina. And it's just only in the US are you going to hear this, like trying to make people use Latinx because it's correct.
Bro, even on government papers and shit like that, there's already Latinx.
Sure.
Oh shit.
It's
That's
fucked
I
up.
didn't even know that was a
Yeah, I've not
thing.
seen one.
Yeah, dude.
Shoot.
Yeah, I saw it.
That's
and
crazy.
I can't remember what thing I was applying for.
I don't think that shit's gonna go anywhere.
Nope.
You don't think so?
Nah,
It's probably
like, I
only
mean,
going to stay here in the U.S.
Yeah,
do you
that's the
think?
thing. It's only happening in the U.S. that has been really brought up, and
well, what I see. Not only do I mean like it's not gonna spread from the U.S., but I also think it's gonna die out because inherently the people who are coming up with this shit are not including the people they're trying to describe, right? Like, where was the fucking meeting where all the Latinos got called into and were like, hey, you gotta want to get called back?
Yeah,
Like,
who
'cause
decided for all of us?
The representative of El Salvador, Guatemala, Mexico.
meeting, be like, call for it.
Well, I mean, even between us, like Rico hadn't even heard of it. Like,
Yeah, I haven't
Exactly.
heard
how
about it.
uncommon it really is between like Hispanic people.
can't believe
like,
you,
it's
Rigo.
not a- yeah.
Yeah, because
You hate
like,
women.
Dude, I'm just uncultured, man.
Yeah,
hate women, Rigo.
uncultured swine.
I was reading on it, and 1 out of 4 Hispanic people have not, only heard about it. So that puts 75% of the Hispanic population that has not. And out of that, 1 out of 4, a very small percentage is like actually okay with it.
But I could just see Mike Theo saying Latinx or something.
Like, mom,
Fuck.
get pendeja. Like, shit, that even slapped me, bro. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, sácate con esas mamadas de aquí, shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and it's
I
not
mean,
being
just
a macho
down to
man
the
or
like
anything
the
like that.
basics of it. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
not.
even work with the language.
It's
like
not
I
being
said.
macho, bro.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. That's what I
It's
said. No, it's
being
not.
macho.
No, it's just how it is. It's just how the language and the culture is. I don't know.
but
Well,
you see,
but let me ask you guys a question. Don't you think that there's some type of development in language, though? Like where you start making up words and it just ends up being part of the language?
well, yeah,
Maybe
but,
like in English,
but
it's
people,
easier.
but people have to accept it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like,
Well, in Spanish
so-
doesn't it have to go through like the through Spain or something, through the
No.
whatever in Spain or some
no,
shit like that.
language is not like there's like some office in España, like, oh, approved.
No,
denied.
really, man. Like there's an office in Spain that does
mean,
this shit.
I mean, there's words that have been added to the dictionary in English, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just
but why do they get added to the dictionaries? Because they become
Because a lot more people are
commonplace
using
it, right? So it's like whoever came up with the word pendejo, like when he first uttered that, everybody's like, "Whoa, man, what's that word?" And then it's like, "Oh man,
It means I love
that's a
you.
pendejo." You know,
I wonder
Yeah,
what the origin
it makes
is for
you feel
pendejo,
good when
bro.
you say it.
it's like what's a pendejo? And it probably was there's probably some guy named pendejo, and he was always doing pendejadas. And so like,
Look, don't be a pendejo.
Oh, here we go. Yo, listen to this.
That makes fucking sense.
Yo, listen to this. It says pendejo is singular masculine noun for feminine pendeja. The word pendejo
Or
comes from the
pendejo
Latin
X.
root word pubic hair. In the 16th century Spain, pendejo was apparently first used to describe pubescent teens who thought they were adults. It's pubic
Wow.
hair.
You're perfect. They probably had like
We're dropping knowledge, man. Real
there's
knowledge.
probably some dad who has some pendejo ass for a son. He's like, man, you're such a pendejo. And like he was talking to other guys. He's like, man, my son's such a fucking pendejo. It's like, well, what does that mean? He's like, no, man, this that. He gave the definition. He's like, you know what? My son's also a pendejo. You know, and it just fucking spread like wildfire from there. But yeah, whatever. Latinx might be added to the dictionary, like an English dictionary, or white people will be using it at universities and shit. But all it's gonna take is for like a group of fucking Hispanic students to say, "Oh, I'm offended by the term Latinx," and then all of that shit would change immediately.
Well,
Like that.
9 years
Because
for
it's
that.
true,
I'm
you know,
offended.
because it was changed because people were offended. But what if we're offended by it? You know,
Well,
It's
Oh,
all
so
because
it's-
of Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, man.
yeah, but there's not enough
That's all it
followers.
is.
There's not enough people to
Like,
back
I
it
feel like
up.
they're trying to get like us, like the Hispanics, to assimilate to a culture that's not really ours. Like that Latinx is not really, that's not us. Like
Yeah, and
they're trying to force it on us, and I mean that's
and
not right.
And what might happen is that you'll see like 4th or 5th generation Hispanics adopt it, but they're not really Hispanic.
The ones that can't even speak Spanish.
Yeah,
They're not really
That's another
Hispanic.
beef that I have,
Like,
man.
Like,
it's like
you just got a tan and that's it, buddy. You
like,
really-
It's dying, bro. Our culture is dying in the States. It's just
No.
this.
Our
No,
culture's
no,
not.
it's absolutely
no.
not.
No, it's
going
more
away.
generation, bro. It's more
No,
generation.
Juan.
Like you
Yeah.
say, like not the
Juan.
real Hispanics.
No, bro, you're just tunnel vision. Like
Yep.
it's
We live in Tennessee, man. That's why.
it's part. It's part of
Probably.
it's America, man. We're in America. America's fucking melting pot. Like our great grandkids are not gonna be speaking Spanish. They might have a.
That's
cara
what
de
I'm
indio,
saying. Yeah,
No,
that's
I
what I'm
think
they're
saying.
not
will,
speaking
man.
Spanish.
No, dude, that's
They
exactly
will.
what I'm talking about. Because
But
more and more
hey,
kids.
Juan, But that doesn't mean the culture is dying. It's not like fucking the country of Mexico is gonna cease to exist. It's just America. We're Americans. At the end of the day, we're Americans.
No, I get it.
And it's
We
part
are
of the melting
Americans.
pot.
But I'm just saying, like I was even thinking about this earlier. You know how Chinese people have their town. You know, there's their.
But you see
we have ours in different cities. You know, like LA.
Like Chinatown and shit like that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing though. Those are all big immigrant communities, right? So like you can meet an Eric who looks Asian as fuck and doesn't speak Mandarin or Vietnamese or whatever,
right, man.
Because his family's been here since like the 1870s, whenever they first moved over here from San Francisco. But I mean, the Asian culture hasn't died. I mean, I'm all for like persevering culture and whatnot, but I'm also all for like sharing the culture and taking in other cultures and mixing shit up.
I mean, we live in.
Well, how do you know that the Asian culture hasn't died? Because you don't really know their culture.
Vete pa la China, bro. Like
no, but I mean, like you said, but only in big cities. Like in big cities, you do have those like Chinatowns and places like that. But other than that, like all my Asian friends act white as fuck.
Culture doesn't die. Culture evolves. Like that's just what it is. Like, and that's what makes the U.S. so great is that there's not a one culture. Like in the U.S., you can disfrutar de todo. Like the fact that you can go to a Chinatown or a Little Italy or a fucking Pequeña Havana or whatever, and just partake in everybody's little bits and pieces is what.
You're right. Like why should we even be like trying to like push our like Mexican culture or whatever? If we go to Mexico, us or go to Honduras, bro, they'll look at us and be like, "You're not from here, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?"
Exactly. So it's like
it's
a stupid. It's a
you're
like
right.
when I go to Honduras, they call me fucking gringo or el americanito or whatever.
No, I get it.
That's true, dude.
Como JP decía, ni de aquí ni de allá.
Yeah, dude.
JP, man.
When I go to Honduras and I see them do some.
I was hoping you guys knew who that was.
When I go to Honduras and I see them do certain shit, I'm like, bro, y'all are fucking some backward ass like motherfucker. I ain't doing that shit. Hey, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, but even like maybe more intelligent or sophisticated people in Mexico or Honduras will tell us like, dude, you're not from.
Yeah, I mean,
it's because of the way we speak Spanish because we don't speak it like them.
Well, no, because their
they speak
mentality
it differently,
too, right? I don't
that
know.
Too. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
100%.
But like, then again, like Instagram and Facebook we're globalization, bro. Like we're just everybody knows everything now from every country and shit too. So
yeah, and like I'm sure. Look, I'm 100% positive. I can guarantee this that there is probably some like white dude in like some Ivy League school that knows more about the Mexican culture and the Honduran culture than all of us fucking here.
100%. Yeah.
But that doesn't
spend his whole life studying like fucking Mexico and shit.
Yeah, like our generation, we have a new culture, like the first generation, like the sons of immigrants culture, right? So like we have the best of both worlds. Like, I want like obviously like I want my kids to speak Spanish and shit, but my girls they don't because I don't fucking speak Spanish at the house. I'm not watching fucking Mexican telenovelas fucking 24/7 like my mom did.
Dude,
like,
that's another thing.
Mercado,
That's another thing that we have to.
Cállense, Walter Mercado. Is all.
My kids
laughed if he sneezed.
Don Francisco and shit.
My kids probably know more Japanese than they do Spanish because I'm always watching fucking anime and shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Nah, bro.
That's
like
so
I
true.
speak nothing but Spanish to my son. I try to. Even my dog, bro. Ándale, vente pa' acá, güey. I don't know. I try to speak all Spanish.
And everybody
learn English, man.
Oh, he'll learn English in school.
It'll make it harder if you wait until school, dude.
Dude, I thought you were talking about the dog.
Is that not what we're talking about?
I don't think so, man. I really don't think so.
All fucking confused and shit. Because
I don't remember not knowing English. Because I remember that my mom never taught me English before I went to school, but I don't remember not knowing it.
Yeah, well, that same here. I mean, we're the sons of immigrants, right? So
Yeah.
we all learned Spanish as the first language because that's the only shit our parents knew.
Yeah.
Like I have a distinct memory of watching fucking Walter Mercado, Don Francisco, Univision, Primer Impacto, Al Rojo Vivo, like all of these stupid ass shows. You know, it wasn't until I was older that I figured out that Chupacabra wasn't a fucking real thing. Because like Univision
It's always on the news.
Chupacabra season like every year. Like
Yeah.
oh, la de la Chupacabra.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. And that's another topic that I want to bring up later. I don't know about how like Telemundo, Univision, and Chupacabras shit. That's how they keep the immigrants down too, man. Feeding them all that stupid shit.
Yeah, we look at the shows, bro. Look at the shows that we watch,
like that.
or like Hispanic watch, dude. It's just a bunch of bullshit, like stupidity, or acting dumb. I don't know, and it's just and then it just people in the Hispanic community feeds from that, or that's why they say the Latinas are super fucking dramatic. Well, why? Because don't tener novelas, bro.
The thing is, are those
Juan, Latinos are super fucking dramatic, man. I'm married to one.
That's what? That's DNA shit.
That's a fucking fact. That's culture shit.
Bro, I don't know, man. I think the novelas has something to do with that too, bro.
That's not nurture. That's nature.
Yeah, bro.
if your wife is whispering into your ear, blink twice. You're in a safe space, man.
No, she's inside. I'll make sure to come outside for this.
He can't talk this shit inside.
No, she wouldn't care. She wouldn't care. Yeah, she's gonna watch it.
Even them, they would recognize it. They would say, "Yeah, that's how we are."
Fuck yeah. And
yeah, no, I get it. Bro.
They'll be like, por eso que te gusto.
No, yeah, you're right. But
I mean, it's just like I'm all for like the mixing of culture. That's why I think cultural appropriation is such a stupid thing when people bitch about that.
Yeah.
And once again, I'll say it, and call me a white racist towards white people or whatever. But whenever you see someone bitching about shit like that, it's always a fucking white person.
That's true.
A white woman, to be exact. Like always, like cultural appropriation. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, but it's also I seen that shit in black people too, in like the rap shit.
No, black people do a lot of that shit too.
And for like the right reasons, man. I mean, they put out the coolest shit. The music, the how you dress, and I mean
the sports.
Well, the black people thing is a little bit different than cultural appropriation, because what happens to black people is a lot of the times they'll pull out like this badass whatever, and then what happens is that the white person does it and they get paid the money for it.
Yeah, that is true.
Right. So like the creator does it, they get shafted, and then the white person is the one that like benefits from all of it. So I kind of get them. They have a history there, but like when people bitch about white person wearing a sombrero, like, oh, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that.
Taco Bell, man, #1 Mexican restaurant in the USA. Fucks over.
Who gives a fuck?
Too, man.
Taco Bell, you said?
Taco Bell, #1 Mexican restaurant
in
the USA.
Taco Bell got me through high school, man.
Bro, McDonald's got me through everything, man.
US.
If I was feeling some type of luxury, I would go to Taco Bell.
It's all about the dollar menu.
English papers and like homework for Taco Bell, man, in high school.
Yeah, man, $5 burrito, man. That's all I do.
Oh, but that was the fucking deal. What was it? They used to have that fucking thing. You got like a beefy 5-layer with like a Doritos and like a fucking drink.
No, the
like
$5
$3
box, man.
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah, it's a $5 box.
It was before. It was like for like $3. You got like a drink, a chip, and a burrito. Fucking awesome.
I just remember those cinnamon rolls things. The little cinnamon.
They still have them, bro. They still have
them.
Do they?
Have them. Oh shit.
Yeah.
No,
my thing, man. If I went there.
My thing was the caramel empanadas. Those fucking things were bomb.
What the?
Never had them.
Yeah,
you never had the caramel?
No.
Oh man, you guys missed out.
No.
They don't have them anymore.
Awesome. I haven't had them in years, but those things are like, fuck.
No,
Like,
not with me. It was all about the
empanadas.
McChickens, bro. McChickens and the sweet tea, large sweet tea, $3
Yeah, sweet
plus
tea, bro.
tax.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was all Sometimes like I even
Dollar
or get-
biscuits, dollar biscuits
One thing,
with the
one
sweet
thing
tea.
good about
Oh,
the American culture, man, the sweet tea, the white people, man,
What?
they made
Bro,
something
I
good
love
there.
that shit, man.
Juan's like, I could have gone pro, but those McChickens, bro. Those
Yeah,
McChickens.
the
they
McChickens,
gave
man.
me the regalito, bro.
It's always the same. I could have gone pro, but McChickens, bro. Fucking chickens.
Chickens. That should be the name of this title. I could have gone pro, but the McChickens.
Fucking
Those damn
McChickens.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
some real shit.
Yeah.
Are any of y'all watching WandaVision?
No, I'm not.
I
wanna
started
watch
it,
it,
but
though.
It's pretty good.
I can't afford
Dude,
Disney
oh my
Plus.
god, it's been my fucking obsession for like this last month and a half.
What's one
Dude,
division?
I heard it's really fucking good though. Like,
Oh,
Disney
it's
Plus,
fucking-
man.
it's
Get
like
it.
top quality
Get Disney
Marvel
Plus.
stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
What do you think about Disney Plus? What do you think about
Disney
Disney Plus? Yeah.
Once you watch
Um,
the Marvel, you delete it.
Nah, bro. I think there's a
No.
lot more shit in there.
dude, The Mandalorian. Have you guys watched
Yeah.
The Mandalorian?
Mandalorian was awesome. It was great.
Yeah.
I loved
Fucking
it.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
you got all
It's
the
not my
Disney
thing, dude.
movies. You got all
Best
the
Star
Disney
Wars shit in
movies
the
and-
last like 20 years. The Mandalorian.
I
It
think
was way better than-
I think the reboot is just amazing. Just what Star Wars universe is doing at the moment. I mean, they're
Yeah,
bringing
no.
they're bringing all these shows back.
Yeah, they got the guy that helped Captain America. What the fuck's his name? The guy that flies.
Oh,
Black dude.
that's Marvel, dude.
Oh, that's Marvel. Yeah, you're right. No,
Yeah,
but they're coming
that's,
out with a new movie
the
in
Winter
Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
Soldier and
the Winter and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be fucking crazy.
There's a
That-
new movie on
no,
Netflix
I mean-
Plus.
They have a high standard to fill with fucking WandaVision. WandaVision has been fucking.
Yeah, that's a good show. I like it.
It's been quality.
I
I'm gonna
think
look that up.
The Falcon
said
and Winter
WandaVision?
Soldier is gonna be like
Yeah.
more action based and stuff like that, though.
Well, you see, the thing with WandaVision, it's such a different thing.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
It-
Like, so
it's-
I think I know
So-
you're saying like it's it's such a high bar, but I think it's like a different bar that they're.
What is the
So-
what is the timeline of the WandaVision show?
It ends in. It's got one
It
more
had-
episode, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does it
has one
happen
more-
after?
So
Does it
Is it on
happen
YouTube?
after?
Spoiler
Does it
alert.
happen after like the movies?
It happens 3 weeks after the end of Endgame. Is the timeline.
Okay.
so where are you watching this?
Disney Plus.
Oh, it's on there. Okay.
You think Disney Plus will take over Netflix? Will beat Netflix?
I don't
Nah,
think so.
No. Netflix has everything. They got
Everything,
everything.
bro.
Make
Yeah,
their own
Disney's
movies,
just
too.
whatever
I think-
Disney pulls
I
out
think
there.
I think the people who are gonna survive the streaming wars are gonna be Netflix, Disney Plus, and
Probably
maybe
Hulu.
Amazon. I don't
Maybe
know who
Hulu?
the third one's gonna be.
Paramount
Hulu's
Plus, bro.
Disney.
Paramount Plus.
Hulu's Disney.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, fuck Paramount Plus is fuck that.
They got
I don't like
Batman. They got
I don't like
Batman.
Paramount Plus.
YouTube
the-
TV, Mike.
They got that new movie coming out.
HBO Max
Godzilla.
is gonna be alive.
Oh yeah.
Max might be the other one that survives.
Yep.
It's
They got some good
Max.
stuff in there.
Nah, bro. Bring back Blockbuster, bro.
That's what I kept saying all weekend, dude. It's gonna make a comeback.
That
Blockbuster.
was you were saying that, huh?
I still got my
Wait.
card, dude. I think
No
my
way.
info's still in their system.
Let me see
you,
that shit.
I
Pull it
really
up.
don't, dude. Why'd you
Yeah.
ask me? I wanted to sound cool, dude. But
Oh damn.
It's like I call bullshit on that.
Dude, Ed, I was like, whip it out, dude. I want to see this shit.
Yeah, weren't you like 7 when they went out of business?
No, man, I remember in high school I used to go to the Blockbuster in Cookville all the time.
yeah,
Hell
Like,
yeah,
all the
dude.
time.
I was trying to get a job
Dude,
there.
man, Blockbuster was so expensive, dude. I used to
It
go to like
was.
this, like
the,
And the-
video.
I
There was
remember-
this place called Video Max or something like that.
there was
right
another
next.
Yeah.
one that Hollywood
That I would
Video.
go to.
Right beside Walmart, right?
Yeah,
no, there was the one. What about the one that was right next to the Rite Aid, the Save a Lot? There was a
Yeah,
video store there.
that's the one that I used to go to.
Oh yeah, they had
Yeah.
Yeah,
secret
because that
room
was
in
the
the
cheap
back.
one, dude. Like
That
fucking
room in the
Blockbuster
back
was
for girls
expensive,
only.
dude.
Oh shit.
Blockbuster was cool though because they always had the games, the video games.
Oh
They always
yeah,
had
They
like the
did have
newest
the
video
games.
News,
They
yeah.
I
they
always
always
went
had
to
the
see
new
'em, bro.
releases too.
Yeah. I love to see them, but I never had
But
the
I
systems.
loved how like Redbox put them out of business.
They did fast,
But
bro.
wasn't it Netflix that put them out of
Fast.
business?
No, it was Redbox, man. I
Redbox, bro.
remember Redbox came out and like that's all we went because it was like $1 a movie. Like you get $1 for a movie for
because
$1.
in
But
that
my
day,
dumbass self always spend $50 on each movie I got.
Because you didn't return it, dude.
Yeah, that's why. I would see like Redbox $50. What the fuck?
And then I remember I got into Netflix shortly after Redbox because Netflix they would mail you the fucking
yeah,
DVDs.
Netflix was mailing
They-
DVDs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was back in
and
2010 or 2009, something like
Do you
that.
feel old yet? You could remember that. When they used
Yeah,
to
because
do
I was
that.
I was about to graduate from high school.
Back in
when that
my
was happening.
day.
Back in my day.
Oh, sorry. Fucking kick my dog in the face. Shit.
Oh man, they're gonna
Dude,
cancel
Juan,
your ass,
animal
bro.
abuse, dude.
Yeah,
Cancel
dude,
your
Oh
ass,
that
no,
online,
no! It
dude.
was an accident.
They'll
He's
find
okay.
you, man.
He's
They'll
okay.
He is
find
coming
you.
after you, Juan.
Yeah.
I know. Fuck. Disclaimer: there was no dogs were harmed during this video.
That's what the title's gonna be. Juan hits
they're
his
gonna
dog.
they're gonna get harmed after the
Dude,
video.
the fucking title
Oh
is
my
that.
god! No, I like the other one better. What was it? La Llorona. What was it?
No, the chicken one, dude.
Oh yeah, the chicken.
La
Yeah.
Llorona. Where the fuck you get
Bro,
La Llorona from?
I don't
bro?
know, bro. But that bit, like, I was so scared of that because I thought it was real. Man, like, I swear. La Llorona. What else?
They
Dude,
made a
Chucky,
movie.
dude. Chucky, dude.
You know, Chucky never scared me, bro.
Dude, he always came after you.
Nah,
Even
like
if you
the
try to
Diablo.
get rid of him, he'll come back.
No, the one that freaked me out was Jeepers Creepers, bro. That one freaked
The
me out.
first one, yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty
that
good.
The
was
first
pretty
one was
good.
worse, yeah. The
Nah,
second
you
one was
see-
all right.
Like the last time a scary movie scared me, it was fucking Sleepy Hollow with the headless horseman. And then
Haven't seen that one, man.
after that, I had like a foolproof plan to not get scared no more. And a plan that I still use to this day. for
Don't
scary
watch them.
movies.
Yeah.
No,
Don't
no,
watch
son.
them.
Listen. Like when I was little, I figured out that in my dreams, whenever I was having a nightmare, the only way to beat that motherfucker that's chasing you, turn Super Saiyan, bro. Like,
Did it ever work?
fuck yeah! What the hell is Horseman gonna do to Kamehameha, man?
Okay.
Did you guys
Okay.
ever? Did you guys ever yell to turn into a Super Saiyan?
Bro,
Dude,
I
looked
looked
at
at
did
yourself
that
in the
fucking
mirror.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
hey, he goes nothing. Ah!
Raymond,
My
My
mom
mom will come in there. ¿Qué estás
Did it,
haciendo?
Raymond, did it take you like 3 or 4 dreams though, just to charge up your comment?
I went to sleep was like last time. And
Yeah,
dreamland.
last time. I'm still charging it up.
Like, I used to-
next time in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, next-
Raymond Ball Z, dude.
I used to do that yelling thing in the mirror, and each time like my mom would come in and smack me in the head because she's like, "Estás endemoniado." Okay.
That's because you own those Pokemon cards. That's why, dude.
Man.
Bro, I was telling
Pokemon cards, of course.
I was telling Domingo because like I was playing Pokemon Go today, and I was like,
You
"Dude,
still
you
play
I
remember?"
that
heard that's still going on, bro.
People
Yeah,
still play that fucking game?
Fuck
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
I
dude.
still
People play that
fucking
shit.
game.
Fuck. Fucking
I caught like
nerds.
I fucking caught like a Zapdos and a Moltres today, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Fuck
No
you.
way. Fuck.
What did you go to like a park and everybody got together and shit like this? Isn't that how that works now?
Yeah,
Like,
someone
like
yells
no,
how
man,
much
I-
cars
I-
are, and
I
there's a mob.
cheat, man. I just drive around in my car. I got time for walking.
Dude,
No.
That's hilarious.
I was telling Domingo like, cause like McDonald's right now, if you get a Happy Meal, they give you Pokemon cards.
Yo, no shit.
You guys remember back in the day, like Burger King was giving those like gold-plated like
Dude, I
cards.
still
and
have the
those
Mewtwo.
Yeah.
I still have the Mewtwo.
Bro,
The gold.
I
see
had
it, dude.
all of them. I had all of them. Like all of them, because like my mom's friend worked at a Burger King and she just hooked me up with all of them.
Yeah.
And then when my parents found out that all of that shit was like from El Mundo and all the worldly or whatever, they made me burn them all.
It's back when you were religious.
Yeah, bro. Like I was like lamentándome today. I'm like, man, I could have had that fucking collection.
Those, man. You think they're worth money, bro? Like,
hell yeah, they're worth money. What do you mean?
eBay.
Bro, look at a Charizard. Look how much a holographic Charizard is worth.
Yeah, Charizard. Yeah, I know that shit's expensive.
Yeah, but even like simple ass cards, and I had many of them back in the day, are worth a lot of money.
I don't know where the fuck I put it.
Well, Juan, not your cards, man. Remember, your cards are
cards. They're not from Walmart. They're from Walmart, bro.
Yeah, no, your cards are from like Bilo, bro.
From who?
Some de la flea market, dude.
Oh, hey, who doesn't matter?
They're from the Guatemex, bro.
They're from the Guatemex.
Yeah, they had a guy in the back. Fucking
dude, the most hilarious thing happened to me whenever I was trying to get Pokemon cards. I ended up going to Walmart and they had this like candy cane for Christmas.
Wait, only one of them is worth $30?
Hey, dude, it came with that ball. I remember that shit.
No shit, dude. Is that when the movie came out?
Oh, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when the movie came out.
How many of there was like 16 of those that came out, right? No, like
dude,
like 5 or 6.
Do you guys remember that they were trying to give like Mew cards if you came to watch the movie?
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to go watch the movie so bad growing up.
That card. I had that card. It was like all ancient looking. It was purple.
Yeah.
That one right
Can
there.
you guys see me?
Yeah.
$64. Shit.
Damn.
That one right there. That one right there. You got, yeah.
That's it. $10.
Well, here, this one. I remember this one, dude.
Yeah, that's the one.
$64.
The $64 one. That one.
Yeah, are you guys watching?
$14.99.
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh or no, that's Pokemon?
No, it's that one. The one $24.99. Yeah, that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the one that they were giving away.
I like the shipping on that $420.
I had that shit, man. That shit was awesome.
It was $122 for even common cards, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you, bro. Just the common fucking cards that we had are worth a lot of money today.
Oh, this one right here.
Huh.
That's that clickbait stuff.
Yeah,
Dude.
right.
Yeah, that man, they're selling those tits.
Dude, Walmart was selling Chinese fucking cards because I got juked pretty bad.
You got those Juan cards, bro.
Yeah, I did get the Juan cards.
What's wrong with fucking Chinese cards?
They're fake.
Shit, they're not. Yeah, they're fake, dude. They mass produce those shit.
You see, Juan's questioning his cards now. Like, whoa. What's
So
wrong
where
with
would you
Chinese
get?
cards?
So where do you get the real ones?
What do you mean? You buy them at the store, man.
Which store?
Well,
Okay.
GameStop. GameStop. You can buy them at GameStop.
It was the same price, and I went to GameStop or Walmart.
Hey, did you guys ever go to Bob's Collector in
Fuck
Cookville?
yeah, man. I was there all the time.
Dude, that guy had like the best cards.
Dude.
Cookville, dude.
Wonder what happened to all that.
Dude,
They're not at that
I used to go
location,
to
dude.
the store all the time and just to look. The guy kicked me out. I would spend all day over there.
Just to look.
Not buying anything.
This brown kid is over here not looking at my shit.
Yeah, no, they're still around, but they only sell cards now. Because Bob's Collector had like all of the comic books and all of that
Oh yeah,
bullshit
comics.
too. But
I was never
they
into comics, dude. I don't know if you guys were into comics.
No, not really.
I wrote my freshman English paper and my sophomore English paper on
You
fucking
would.
graphic novels.
You would, bro.
Hell yeah.
Did you write it backwards from left to right too, like on the pages and shit?
No, that's anime, man.
That's
Oh,
anime,
my
dude.
You, not to them, dude.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
anime.
about classics like The Dark Knight Returns and
Okay.
The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Fucking explore the themes of duality or whatever, some bullshit. I don't know. I just know I got to read a fucking comic book for homework. It's fucking awesome.
That's cool, man.
It ain't work if you're having fun. You did it right. I wish I would have came out with that.
Was that?
No, I just said I wish I would have done that. Seems like a smart idea. But
It's like go back in time and get all the Charizards.
Yeah, I still read a shit ton of manga now.
What are you reading, man?
Do you read Berserk?
Me? No, I have it on my list to go over. Right now, I've been watching Tokyo Ghoul, and manga wise, I've just been keeping up to date with like One Piece, My Hero Academia, stuff like that.
You're such a
But
weeb, dude.
Dude, I read One Piece.
100%. Dude,
Watch
fucking
the
Naruto.
episodes.
Naruto was my jam back in the day,
Yeah,
man.
Naruto's awesome, dude. I used to read that shit too.
Fucking awesome. I'm reading the sequel right now, Boruto.
Is it good?
It's all right. The manga's better than the show. I
Dude,
know that.
were you in high school wearing those like the tails and shit, like running around in high school?
No, bro. I like manga. I wasn't a fucking pendejo.
Raymond was trying to get laid, man. He wasn't.
I remember back in high school.
Man, I knew those kids though. Those kids were cool as fuck. Like they had during lunch they would have like Smash Brother tournaments in the classrooms.
Yeah.
So like after I hung out with the cool kids, I'll go over to fucking the classroom like, all right, let's do some Smash Brothers, man. Fucking play with Mark.
Dude, I used to play Magic: The Gathering. Like that was my thing.
You used to, or you still do?
Well, I used to. I sold all my cards, dude. I shouldn't have though. They're worth money now. A lot more money.
Yeah,
Didn't you make a pretty good amount on those cards? I think I remember you telling me. Yeah.
I got like at least $1,000 on that shit. But I should have held on to that. I should have held on.
Dude, I got real big into Yu-Gi-Oh! In college. I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! In college.
Yeah.
I have a shit ton of cards. Like, I went to a
And they're worth
tournament.
money?
No, I mean, not
Yu-Gi-Oh?
really.
I don't think so.
No, but I fucking love playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking send you to the fucking Shadow Realm, motherfucker. Play my fucking trap card, bitch.
When I go to the mall in Knoxville, there's a game room, like just like a GameStop, but just like a mom and pop's place.
Yeah,
And in the back, in the back.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
dude, they're playing Magic over there. They're playing Magic.
Yeah, but it's different. There's different stuff I think every day. It's not just
they have tournaments out there.
They do, bro. I don't want to offend anyone, but they look geeky as fuck, bro. I just look at it and I'm like,
dude, you just
guys.
Damn, dude,
one of those tournaments in 2019. I got my ass handed to me, man. Like fucking just mopped the floor with. Fucking embarrassed.
Did you give away a card?
I was like, fuck this.
Did you have to give a card?
No, I paid a tournament fee to get into the tournament.
Dude, some of those people make a lot of money, man. Like playing
man.
Shit.
Yeah. They have good fucking cards too.
Like what
we should look into that, man. Rather than be in the stock market, just collect cards.
Oh yeah. I can see that.
I'm serious.
I beat one guy and I was so happy.
Yeah, man. I'm down. We should we should do those box opening videos too.
Yeah, dude. First generation.
Those are expensive if you get first generation Pokemon card boxes.
Yeah, just unveiling, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
How expensive are we talking about?
I've seen some go like a couple $100, like just for one pack. Like if it's true, like first generation.
Yeah, but the cards are like probably $1,000.
Yeah, I mean if you get
if you get a good card.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. I remember I didn't have a Charizard, but I had a Blastoise, like a holographic Blastoise. God. Makes me angry.
Makes you mad, bro. It just makes you mad.
You know those guys that back in the day, like the baby boomers, like 1960s cars, but we're talking about cards. They were talking about cars. We're talking about cards.
Yeah.
Who cares about a 1960 like Ford whatever? Like, that shit ain't cool. That's not a fire breathing fucking dragon, motherfucker. That can fly and fuck shit up. You know, I'd rather have a Charizard over a fucking car any day.
So what's the trend right now with kids? Do you guys know?
Well, so we could buy up all their shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we should, man. That's what we need to do.
We come in swinging that big dick energy with like the adult money.
Yeah.
So
They'd be like,
we're gonna
those
do,
cars
man.
ain't worth shit. I'll give you $10 for them. Come on.
Dude, I think it's all of that digital shit that I was telling you last time. I was showing you that website where you could bid on like JPEGs and shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's what they're buying up right now.
That's fucking insane, dude. That's gonna be life now, right now, dude.
Yeah.
To buy a picture, you need to pay for it with cryptocurrency.
That's what they're saying. In the future, currency is gonna be memes, dude. So you better save up all you can.
That's what you need to invest on, man.
The meme market, dude.
The meme market.
I swear that shit is real, dude.
Hey,
it's
dude,
insane.
The Doge used to be a meme, and now it's a Dogecoin. So.
Dude, exactly.
Yeah, I gotta show you guys this shit. But you guys keep talking. I'm looking for it.
I was gonna say I don't know why the word JPEG reminded me of this, but were any of you fuckers into Beyblades?
Oh fuck yeah, man! I love that shit.
I just watched the show. Bro. That's it, dude.
Never watched the show.
I had them. Like I had 2 of them.
Yeah, I had a lot too.
Those things are fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Childhood, man. Were like, let it rip. And like, you fucking send those motherfuckers going.
Recess in 5th grade tournaments. Yeah, that was my thing back then.
That's what I'm saying, man. What's the thing that kids are doing right now? Got to buy all that.
Fuck.
Roblox.
They're trading Adderall, bro.
Dude, they're probably all trading stocks at the moment, dude.
They're right. Yeah, those fucking kids.
Fucking kids are
GameStop and shit. AMC.
Yeah, dude. They're actually buying real money.
Yeah. we were touching ourselves at that age.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, we were jacking off and shit. And
Juan's gonna get us on some sort of fucking FBI list, man.
Kind of creepy. You guys went from Beyblade to jacking off, but whatever.
No, I said at that age. At that age.
Fun, man. That was fun. I'm over here trying to keep
this
shit
This is your FBI agent.
Trying to keep this shit monetized.
I was.
Dude, Juan, you're gonna be on a watch list, dude.
I went the PG version of it. You guys started saying masturbate or jack off. I said touch yourself.
Juan, when you're gonna fly, dude, they're gonna check you. They're gonna do a background check, dude.
Yeah, I always get pulled on the side when I go to an airport, bro. Every single time.
Bro, I don't blame them. I pull your ass to the side.
You gotta check everything, bro. I just went to Texas, bro, and they fucking pulled us on the side.
Up to no good,
dude. They pat you, dude.
Bro, they
probably doing it on purpose too.
No, I don't know, but they took the what is that carriola called? The thing where you for the kid, the carriola. Well, how do you call those? What are they called?
I'm gonna let you think, dude.
The carriola, you guys know what carriola
is, right?
Stroller, yes. I just forgot that fucking word.
Wait, hold on.
Anyways, is that what it's called in Spanish?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I swore he was saying Crayola. Like,
Carriola. No. The stroller, bro. They took it apart, bro. Everything. Like I was like, I don't even know they could do that. Like, they thought I was hiding something. I don't know.
You look like a sketchy motherfucker.
I do. No, I'm not gonna blame him.
Fun. It's because you were wearing your Timbs, dude. That's why.
Oh yeah.
I was wearing my. Nope. I was wearing my cowboy boots.
Fresh
bro.
pair of Timbs, dude. Gets every time.
It was my cowboy boots.
Juan, Juan, you're lucky
What
I
do you-
wasn't the fucking ATF agent. I would have checked your asshole. Make sure you didn't have any fucking drugs up there.
I think they almost did, bro. Like, the place we should check. No,
You're
sir.
saying you didn't get that lucky, is what you're saying?
Yeah, actually, I was pushing it, bro. I was
Bro,
like, I
you
don't know.
sounded
You
so
want to check?
disappointed. You were so disappointed. Like, no,
I
no,
would've-
no.
I would have been like, pants down, bend over, and cough twice.
Yo, but like, yo, Raymond, I got a question, dude. Like, one of the topics you were talking about was, or the only one, white supremacist math. That shit, I don't get it. I read about it. I kept reading about it. I just don't get it.
What it is the,
Rigo
so
doesn't even know what the fuck
this
we're
is the
talking about.
fucking
He
thing
didn't
that-
read
No,
it.
I haven't
fucking
been
open the
reading
document.
He
anything.
didn't post anything. He didn't read it. He didn't do shit.
Hey,
No,
I
I read it.
texted you guys.
What'd
He
you
said
text
champions.
us?
He said Champions League.
Yeah, we
Oh,
should
you
talk
did,
about
you
the
did.
Champions League.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
This is
Sorry, Rigo.
Cascarita right
I
here.
apologize.
We should have started
We'll,
with that.
we'll get to the Champions League. Hold on, I gotta
All right.
address
All right.
Juan's question for all of our viewers who
Do
are inherently interested in what we got to say.
That's right.
So it's this bullshit that happens with conservative and liberal media always going against each other. So this fucking school in Oregon or something said that they wanted to take the racism out of math, right? And basically conservative media ran with it and saying, oh, look, liberals are going so far that they're saying that math is racist now. They're taking it too far. No longer 2 + 2 = 4. Like they're just going batshit crazy. And inherently what the school in Oregon was saying is saying, oh, look, we looked at all these studies in kids that are Hispanic, Black, or minorities. They often get points taken off of their work because they don't show their work, or if they do, they show it in a way that's different than what the teacher taught, right?
Okay.
And so they're saying what we should be doing is that if a student is not showing their work, or if a student is showing it in a different way than what we taught them, then what we should do is ask them to show it to us and explain their thought process instead of taking points off of them. That's essentially what they were saying. But what I agree with what the conservatives say is that they always got to make it about fucking race. They always got to, like, these schools always have to say, oh, it's racist if we do this, or it's racist if we don't do this. Instead
But
of
why
just
is
saying,
it? Yeah.
well, it's
Go ahead.
they're saying that the standard way of teaching is racist because
It's
these
for white people
teachers-
and Asians.
well, no, because these teachers are taking points off me, you, or a Black person because we did our work differently. Instead of asking us,
like, don't we like all learn the same shit?
That's
Or-
see that's why I don't get
Well,
it.
well, not really, because the way I do math, or the way my brain processes the way we do math, might be different from the way Rigo does math, right?
Yeah, but that's
And
between
so-
any other, even white people, right?
Well, and that's the thing. So, like the studies that the other article was showing was saying that people like me or Black people are more likely to get points taken off because we did it differently.
Yeah, like say for example, like if I asked you to give me 10% of 120, well, in my mind, like it works like, well, I'll take 10% of 100 is 10, then 10% of 20 is 2, so 12. That's how I do it in my mind.
Yeah,
And I add this at the end.
exactly.
But somebody else may do it completely differently. But
Yeah,
if the other
well-
way isn't the same way that the teacher does it, then they count off points for that.
Yeah, and so
That is
what they
stupid as shit, dude.
Yeah.
so what they
Some
found
dumb
what
shit.
they found was that the only students, typically the students that were getting punished for that, were the minority students, right?
But is this real? Is this real though? Does this actually happen? Because I never experienced this in school. Unless it's happening now.
It's probably
I-
some recent.
Well, that's what the
All
Oregon
I know,
school's
like,
trying to do,
I
right?
like I used to get taken off because I never showed my work.
That's
Like,
what I was gonna bring up. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
never-
I guess.
I never showed my work, and so what the school in Oregon was trying to say, well, instead of taking points off for him for not showing his work, go back to him and tell him, show me, like orally tell me what you did. And so if he got the right answer, then give him the full points. But a lot of the times what happens is that these teachers would assume that because you're brown or black, you're just cheating. You're just copying. And that's why they take points off of you. So Oregon says, oh, let's take racism out of math. And the conservative media ran with, oh, they're trying to change how math works. They're trying to say 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 anymore. Because
I see what you're saying.
You know what I thought?
So,
yeah.
Oh, you know what I thought whenever you said that, taking racism out of math, I was like the stories that they give, like, oh, like Pepito went
Johnny
to buy,
has 2 apples
to the garden, went to his work in the garden, and
I guess you didn't read the articles either.
Hey man, I'm just telling you my first impression on it. I'm like, they're probably talking about some Mexican dude going to work in a farm, type of shit.
Hey,
Like
Jesus,
that's why.
Jesus went to pick tomatoes.
If he can pick 10 in 5 minutes, how many can he get in 1 hour?
And he was
Yeah.
late, and you subtract 5 seconds from this and shit like that.
you see, the problem I have with the term taking racism out of math is that that's not really racism. That's just biases that a teacher might have, right?
Yeah.
It's just problem solving and critical thinking.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just the way it's the way that people think. People think differently in how they approach a problem. People come out with the same conclusion, but a different way of figuring things out.
Yeah, and the problem and I always think the left has this problem. They have a problem of language, right? So they always got to term things in like language that doesn't really make sense to what the point they're trying to say. Like a real good example is the defund the police movement that happened over the summer.
Yeah,
like that was a very stupid motto to take. So basically, what you were trying to say is we should fund the police differently than the way we fund them now, right?
Yeah. But the right, they saw that shit and they ran with it. They're like, oh, they're
exactly.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because it's a really easy thing to do. And the same thing with Black Lives Matter. You say Black Lives Matter, then the pendejo conservative can say, well, don't all lives matter? Essentially, they have a problem with language. They're always trying to term language in terms of race or stupid shit instead of just calling it what it is. Call a spade a spade.
It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it.
It's like a marketing scheme, they're trying to like put some type of big wording on some type of movement that they're trying to do,
Yeah, and it's stupid.
And sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's just something retarded that people get offended about, or I don't know. I think it's stupid.
But anyways, it's stupid. It's really stupid, and actually, I get really offended by it because it insults my intelligence. Because it's like saying, "Oh, you don't think I'm smart enough to understand what you're trying to say without a catchy catchphrase." So fuck you.
And that's like the marketing part of things. They just want to like throw something out there that will grab people's attention.
Yeah, what are you gonna say? Black lives don't matter? Like, what the fuck? Like I'm not gonna say that, Like, what am I gonna say? Do you believe in Black Lives Matter? Like, am I gonna say no? Like what? Like it's only yes or no. Like it's only black and white, but there's more in between. Like Rigo was saying.
Well, you see,
there's like a gray.
Right.
The thing with Black Lives Matters is not inherently about black people. It's about police brutality, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And police brutality, although it affects black people more, it affects everybody of every race. Like if you're a poor white guy, you're getting your ass kicked by police, right? The difference, the reason why they went with Black Lives Matter is that more often than not, the person who's gonna get victimized by the police is a black person.
And we feel that shit too, man. We feel that.
Well, we do too, right? But the problem, and that's the problem, right? When you say Black Lives Matter, that's the exclusionary language.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy for someone who wants to delegitimize that movement to go, oh, they only care about Black people. They're saying fuck you to the whites and the Hispanics and the Asians or whatever. And so if you're a person who's not really looking into it and you already have a preconceived notion of the left or whatever, it's very easy for you to jump onto that train, even though you might agree with what the Black Lives Matter movement is trying to do with ending police brutality, right? So that's why I think that they have a problem of language. They have a problem with trying to, I don't even know why they would go down that route, because in hindsight, it's pretty stupid. You make something, you make the fight over something that's not really the fight, right? So you then make the fight between BLM versus All Lives Matter, instead of saying, really what we care about here is ending corrupt police and police brutality and holding the police accountable for when they fucked up, right?
Dude, I agree with you. Every single thing you're saying at the moment. And the thing is that the Republicans say Blue Lives Matter, and then it just stirs up like more conflict.
The same people that were yelling Blue Lives Matters are the same people who beat that cop to death at the Capitol. Like,
yeah, it makes the issue not the actual issue, right? It distracts you from the actual issue of police brutality, and then it just becomes this fucking stupid political fucking thing.
Yeah, then you guys are pointing fingers at each other, or I mean,
yeah, and when all honesty, almost I would say about 90% of people, when you see a video of some fucking cop doing some bullshit shit, it pisses you off, regardless of whether if it's a Black person, white person, Asian, whoever. You look at that and you're like, that's fucked up. That person shouldn't get away with that.
Right.
And so it distracts from the real issue of getting rid of qualified immunity. It distracts the real issue of, if a cop fucks up, fire his ass. Like, fire his ass and make sure he can't get hired by another police department. But it's just
like
stupid.
The police unions also, like, so much money's wasted on that.
And then we all become into this fucking controversy. Like it becomes an issue of the left loves to virtual signal, right? So they love to take a knee at sporting events, and they love to say, oh, I believe in Black Lives Matter, and they like to virtual signal to all these fucking people instead of actually doing something about it. So it's very easy to, I took a stand, I took a protest, I bent the knee at the national anthem, but no, you're not passing me any fucking legislation in Congress or in state legislatures that are actually addressing the problem. You just fucking te pusiste el scarf that says that you agree with the movement.
I had a question
but you
about
don't
that.
do shit about it.
Like, don't Democrats have like all the power now? Like, can't they just pass laws like that? Like, what the fuck's up with that?
So,
like, I thought that's why this whole Biden win and Kamala Harris win.
And that's the thing with Congress that a lot of people don't understand, is that they don't have a majority in the Senate. They have a majority in the House, but they don't have a majority in the Senate. It's a 50-50 vote, and then Kamala Harris makes it a 51. But there's a stupid rule called the supermajority rule that requires that you need to have, I think, like 60 or something votes for the bill to pass.
I think it's 2/3. Yeah.
So you still need like a lot more. They can do certain things because they can pass. There's certain things they can do that they can pass through without bipartisan support.
Executive orders and shit like that.
Well, executive orders don't really do a whole lot. Executive orders, they're limited to what the powers of the presidency are in there, which isn't a whole lot. The powers of the presidency have been expanded since the 60s, but they're still limited, right? So Biden can't create law.
Right.
The only thing he can do is interpret law, right? So that's why when they made DACA, basically, when you look at the immigration laws, you can enforce it. You can enforce certain sections of the law, and basically what DACA is saying, well, we're not going to enforce the law to this group of people. But it's not law. DACA isn't law. Executive actions isn't law. They're just
Since I've been paying attention to the governments, man, when it started with like Obama, he did a lot of executive orders. And then Trump came in, he's like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna take
And
all this shit out.
Yeah, and so that's why.
And then Trump, I'm gonna sign fucking executive orders, and now Biden comes and is like, "Fuck this guy, I'm gonna take all this shit away."
And that's the problem with executive orders, because it's just interpretations of the law. So
Okay.
whoever, it's subject to change depending on who's interpreting the law. So the only the real power is in fucking Congress, and the real power is in getting these majorities in the House and Senate. But right now, you know, the way the founding fathers envision Congress to work is that, oh, you know, you have two issues, and what will happen is that you will find common ground and you pass law on the common ground. And what happens now is that, you know, the stimulus checks are a perfect example, right? So stimulus checks all over the summer and even now have bipartisan support, right? You'll have Republicans saying, oh, I support the stimulus checks. And you have Democrats saying, I support the stimulus checks. And what happens though is that they'll write laws saying, well, we won't pass the stimulus check unless you give us this. And then they'll say, well, fuck that, we won't do anything.
The
$50
minimum wage shit right now.
Yeah, you just reach a deadlock, right? So, you know, and right now is the $15 minimum wage. Is that Republicans are like, no, we're not going to pass. We'll vote no on that if you put that in. And Democrats say, well, we want that in and we want to make it a part of this. It's reached a deadlock, and both sides are to blame, and both sides are a bunch of fuckwads who care more about putting money into their pocket.
The gridlock is whatever Tato said, 63 to whatever.
It was like
Yeah, and so
thirds. Yeah.
And so one thing that certain Democrats wanted to do was get rid of that rule. But other Democrats don't want to do that because they say, well, when Republicans get into power, we have no way of stopping them. And they'll just do whatever the fuck they want when they get into power. And because politics is very cyclical, you know, basically people just vote people in trying to change whoever the last party was that fucked up, right? So everybody hated Trump, so they're like, oh, let's try the Democrats. And in 2 years, 3 years from now, everybody's gonna hate the Democrats because they weren't able to get anything fucking done, and they'll vote in Republicans, and it's just a fucking cycle. And
Trump
really,
just spoke.
huh?
Trump just spoke today.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't even listen to it. I think that guy's a moron. He has nothing good to say.
Yeah.
But
what do you say?
I didn't listen to it either.
No.
I just saw that he spoke on C-SPAN on the Republican shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but it's cyclical shit. I mean, it's always gonna be the same shit. The only real
don't you think there's gonna be a point where this shit, there's some type of agreement on shit? Because right now it seems to be political based, where it's like, hey, I don't want to do this because these guys are in power, and my position is in jeopardy if I don't follow the lead of my political party.
Well, and
it's fucking crazy. Just
Like,
because
they weren't
there's only
even
two
able to do it right now with the whole COVID. Like
you can't. Laws can't be made at the moment, and it seems like they're stalled, and it doesn't seem like there's going to be any point in time where laws can be made at all.
And that, well, you see, and the only real solution I see to that is getting more people to actually vote for their interests, right? So what you get is a lot of fucking people voting along party lines because that's what they've always voted for, or because there's one issue that they care deeply about.
You don't think that like multiple parties, like something, you know how Mexico has like El PAN, El PRI, and all this other shit.
Mexico is corrupt though. Don't believe that.
Yeah,
that's not a good.
I'm just saying, man. Like
but I don't think that shit's gonna happen.
Party shit.
I don't think that shit's gonna happen here because people are too entrenched in their shit. So,
but it fucking sucks as a country because we can never grow because like all the shit that the founding fathers have developed back in the 1700s, that shit will never, like, we can never grow as a country. It just seems it seems like a never ending cycle of pointing fingers and shit like that.
Well, I think it's also what what was working back then is definitely not working now.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that,
So
and
it's just,
and it hasn't evolved as much as it needed to. But we're
It'll-
just still stuck.
but
in
it
old
seems like
ways.
it'll never evolve.
Yeah,
And that's the sad part.
Who will you
That's so
trust
sad.
to make the new rules, Rigo? Is there
Dude,
somebody
I would just nuke everyone and get rid of everyone, dude, and then
over
fuck them
again.
all and start all
Fuck it.
over again.
okay,
Because
Thanos.
this shit sucks. Ass.
I hear you, man.
I'm serious.
Killing half the people may be the only solution.
I'm serious.
Killing half the population, man.
I think we need to get younger people in there. These
Well, yeah,
white
there's just too
guys,
many.
like they're so disconnected with like what's really going on.
Dude,
Like,
Biden is dead up there, dude.
it's just
pretty
they're,
old.
they're
There's
so
too
old,
many-
so disconnected. Like it's just they just don't. I don't know. I guess they maybe can't relate to us as much as somebody who's
No,
younger.
you're right.
But I was throwing the question just because I wanted you guys to think about it, honestly. Because I don't think it's gonna change. It's gonna be this
No.
never-ending cycle of
I don't think so either. I thought
law never passing. It's always gonna be executive orders on how you interpret the law, and that's it.
I thought for a minute that when Trump got ousted and everybody started going against him because of the Capitol riots, I thought for a minute they were going to split the Republican Party, you know, Trumpers and then the traditional Republican Party. But I don't think that's going to happen anymore because it looks like all the Republicans just decided to, well, we need to jump on this Trump train because if not, we're going to lose our positions, right? So
Right.
they saw Mitch McConnell.
They know what works, man. Like literally, like they know how. Because even right now with Trump just going in, I saw some pictures of him. You know, there's a shit ton of people just there to see him. You know, like it's something is working for that side. And
Well, it's
apparently
just it's just misinformation, man. It's just, you know, he gets up there and talks a lot of shit, and people like a shit talker. Like that's just human nature.
Well,
It's
then again, people are
entertaining,
getting,
man.
yeah,
It's
people are getting
fucking
tired
entertaining.
of this whole PC shit, man. People are getting tired of it.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah,
not
but-
gonna do shit about it.
But
Is
Trump's
it-
not
He's gonna encourage it, dude.
Trump's not the PC. Trump's not the guy that you want for freedom of speech, because that motherfucker will curtail any speech of criticizing him, like 100%. Like if that guy had the ability to, you could never speak ill of him. You'd get arrested for that shit. Like it's just, you know, PC shit. I don't have a problem with PC shit. You want to cancel people over PC shit? Whatever, cool, do it. Ultimately, I think it's gonna snap back, and people are just gonna make fun of the people who complain about that shit. But you know, regulating speech is never the way, and Trump is just gonna regulate it in a way where you're able to say the N-word and not get fired. But if you criticize his ass,
I don't think it'll go that far. You don't think?
Have you seen Trump? Trump's
Have you seen his followers? Like,
well, yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
I mean, they got pretty far. So
you're right. You're right.
All right. Well, hey guys, I think this is a good place to stop. I think we've been. How long is this thing now?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
it's at least an hour and a half, I think.
We never
Yeah,
talked
seems
about
like it.
soccer, dude.
Oh yeah,
Champions
the
League, dude.
champions.
Hey,
Champions League,
Rigo,
dude.
fill us in real quick, dude.
Yeah.
So what
Well,
you
then
guys think about the
Barcelona, bitch ass Barcelona
fucking
got
Barcelona, dude, got fucked so hard,
Bitch ass
dude.
Barcelona
against
got
PSG. Do you
By
think
who?
they
Messi
can?
got fucked.
Do you think they can win? You think they can come back?
2.0, remontada 2.0.
Nah, fuck
I
that.
believe
shit,
that,
man.
Raymond. I believe
no
that.
way. Mbappe's
Yeah,
gonna fuck
dude.
him up, man. Mbappe's gonna score 3 more on those
dude.
motherfuckers, and they're
Messi,
done. They're out.
Messi's rejuvenated right now. He's gonna
What?
come back, score
Messi's
5
done.
goals, dude. Nah, dude. He's gonna score all the goals, dude.
Messi's
I
done.
see it.
Mbappe is fucking good though.
Yo, Mbappe's
He has a
over.
righty and a lefty. He's a
Dude,
lefty.
and-
but he's
Dude,
good. His
Mbappe is
right-
joining Liverpool, by the way.
No
Just
way.
letting you guys know.
No, guys, Mbappe's Chicharito 2.0, guys. Come on. Like,
no, Mbappe's actually
He's a
legend, dude.
I'm not actually Chicharito
The
fan.
legend.
I'm not. I've never been.
It's a legend, bro. Don't fuck with
Chicharito? Nah, fuck Chicharito, bro. I don't
Dude,
like Chicharito.
Chicharito's going back to Chivas, dude.
The
What
national
do you guys
treasure,
think?
man.
Nah, bro. Chicharito's just like he always got lucky.
Oh, you're not real Mexican, Juan, if you don't like him.
No, bro. No. No.
Yo, so
people give him too much credit.